What's this? I thought somebody's watching me. Who's that? Is that YouTube? Wow. Hey, it's Dan F. Hall. Out here welding in my open air shed. Look at that sunshine today. It's about maybe 60 degrees. It's been the monsoon season. It's been raining for the last month almost. Cold, snow. So here's a little update on the fire truck project, the flatbed. There's, give you a little show here. Hang on. Well, we just did some welding there. Lots of welding. Well, we're getting there. For all you newbies that don't know much about welding, this is what you call a stick welder. Not too many young guys probably know how to stick weld, but it's a thing of the past. Well, this old cruddy metal, that's what you need. Well, we got her down at the height we wanted it. Got her lengthened out to the length we want it. Then we got to put the beaver tail on. Still ain't decided how long to make that. Maybe 3 feet. Biggest problem was figuring out these fender wells. I wanted to make it so you could drive on it. So I got the heavy duty there. And the scrap pile's getting thin. We're having to weld lots of pieces together. Like this here. Running out of stuff. And let's see, that 3-inch channel iron over there was spliced. This one was spliced. Had to splice these two end pieces together here. That's a splice. Another splice here. But it all takes time when you got to do all that splicing and welding and grinding. And I found a set of mirrors that I liked the other day down at Farm and Fleet. They dressed the old girl up pretty good. I got this side pretty much done. I still got to put my cross member bracing in. All these pieces here, these red pieces. That should strengthen that side up pretty darn good. So this side's pretty much done. And they took the side off the fire truck for the wheel well. That looks pretty good on there, I think. This is just going to be a short video, I guess. Just an update. Don't quite know how everything else is going to go yet, but we're getting down to the wire. Bought some tie downs last night. Down to Farm and Fleet had 4, and then Harbor Freight I bought 4 more. Had to weld them all on before I put my floor on. So lots more welding to do. I think I'll be able to drive over my fender wells without any problem. I got them heavy duty. I probably didn't have to give this much height for the tire clearance, but I had no idea how far down the truck is gonna come. I got about 5.5 inches. I probably could have got by with 4 or so, and these humps wouldn't have been so high, but it's come along pretty good. Consider it's been raining for the last month. And we always got the problem of warpage, and this trailer frame wasn't all that straight to start with, so when I welded this back up, she warped up pretty good. So it ain't gonna be perfect. And my welding rod trash bucket there, full of used rods and scraps of metal, keeps them out of the yard. Can't think of what much more to say, so I just thought I'd make this little short video and show you what's happening. I think she's gonna look pretty good if we get everything painted up. A couple of months, let's see, it was said June that the Harbor Freight's gonna have my 12,000 pound winch on sale for the same price as a 9,000 pound, so I have to start saving up for that. I think it's $300 for the 12,000 pounder. But now with this big hump for the car to go over on the way back out, I'm gonna have to put a winch on the back to winch it up over the hump. Just a cheap one, I think. I hate to use the front winch to pull it backwards, because once she gets over the hump there ain't no stopping it. So I thought I'd buy a cheap winch and put it on the back just to pull it over this hump and let go, run both winches at the same time, and then once it got over the hump she'd still be hooked to the front winch. Then we could let her down the beaver tail and down the ramps. So that's what we got. So now I got to cut a bunch more of these things here out. That's the edge of the fire truck bed. I'm cutting them out of the edge of the bed. That would be this stuff here. So I got to make about 10 more of them, weld them in place. There's the old stick welder sitting there. She's pretty old. I've owned it about 35 years. There's the rut rod waiting to be hauled around. The dart all dirty, ain't even started that yet this year. So this is DNF House saying there's the progress we got. Till next time, we should have some kind of floor on it. Beaver tail. I don't know how long I'm going to have to make my ramps yet. That's going to have to be another thing we got to save up for, because I ain't about out of iron. We got lots of iron for the floor though. So I guess this ain't turning out to be such a short video anyway. So it's DNF House saying thanks for watching. Oh, I got my running boards too. I made them. This here corner, and most of this was part of this running board here. And it was stuck out way too far, so what I did is I cut off what I needed off of this, and this is the top of the back fenders we used to take place of what we had to have up there. Weld and splice and grind. Been doing a lot of it. lots of grinding wheels and cutting discs. But this works pretty good. Step on this running board, grab the grab handle here, and we're up on the truck. And I think what I'll do is I'll get a couple of 3-inch pipes, use them for a headache rack, excuse me, mount them right in there and there, and use them for my exhaust stacks. Put rain flappers up on top. I think that ought to be pretty cool. This has got a split manifold, so I'm going to run one pipe to each side. Put straight pipes on her. She ought to sound pretty neat with that big old 6-cylinder in there. I'm sure there's something else I wanted to say, but I don't know what it was. So thanks for watching. Dan F. House saying, till next time, so long.